The 12 Impossible Tasks of Jan Tregeagle, a Cornish Landscape Odyssey. Wherever you find yourself in Cornwall, from the River Tamer to Land's End, out on the cliffs or up on the moor, do you hear that wild wind howling across the open landscape? That is the tormented soul of Jan Tregeagle, forever pursued by the Black Hunter and his hellish hounds, screaming eternally across the Cornish skies between one impossible task and the next. In life, Jan Tregeagle was a bad man, and a very rich man. Some say he got rich by lying, cheating, and by selling his soul to the Black Hunter. So, when the mean old grasper died, the Black Hunter was waiting with all his hounds to catch Tregeagle's soul and throw him into the fires of hell. But to outwit the Black Hunter, the holy St. Petroc led the ghost of Tregeagle high up on the windy moor to Dosmary Pool. Here he set Tregeagle's spirit the impossible task of emptying the bottomless pool. "Work will set you free," said St. Petroc, "but if you should pause or rest even for a moment, then your soul is forfeit." He gave Tregeagle a limpet shell with a hole in it and told him to begin work. Tregeagle stooped to his task, lifted the shell, and the water ran through the hole. All about him clustered the demons from hell. They raised winds and rain to drench him. They threw snow to freeze him and struck him with lightning. But still, day and night, through winter and summer, Tregeagle kept to his task, forlornly trying to empty the pool drop by drop. Then one day he could bear the torment no more. He flung down the limpet shell and quit his hopeless task. The demons were upon him in an instant. Tregeagle turned and fled from their grasping claws, twisting this way and that, avoiding capture by a hair's breadth. Tregeagle hurtled across the countryside with the Black Hunter and all the hounds of hell hard upon his heels. Way ahead, Tregeagle glimpsed a lighted window. "Sanctuary!" roared Tregeagle, high up in his little chapel on Roach Rock. St. Petroc was saying his prayers when, "Sanctuary!" the massive head of Tregeagle came bursting in the stained glass window. But his shoulders stuck fast, and the rest of him was left outside. Outside, the demons were pinching and pulling and scratching and tugging at Tregeagle's rear end, but they couldn't dislodge him from the window. St. Petroc put a circle of light around Tregeagle and led him away to bind him to another impossible task. "Work will set you free," said St. Petroc. 12 impossible tasks stand between you and eternity. Labour without cease from now till the end of time, and then your wickedness may be forgiven. But if you should pause or rest even for a moment, then your soul is forfeit. Again and again St. Petroc came to the rescue. Again and more impossible tasks followed. Out on the Doom Bar at Padstow, Jan Tregeagle was challenged to weave a rope out of sand. At Morwenstow, the weary ghost was set the task of wearing away the cliffs using only a feather. At Boscastle, the unhappy spirit had to catch the winds, using nothing but thistledown. At St. Agnes, he was ordered to build a Cornish hedge high enough to keep the cuckoo in. At Porthleven, he was condemned to carry sacks of sand across the low, even though the tide forever washed them back again. At Lansallis, he had to catch every black bee in Cornwall using a single flower. At Tahiti, he was told to dig a mine shaft using nothing but a wishbone. Out on Nair Head, he had to stack up a towering cairn by hurling rocks. At Port Coffin, he was set the task of stopping the waves, using just a frond of seaweed. At Millbrook, the unhappy spirit of Tregeagle had to fill the River Tamer using his own tears. At Nanjizzle, Jan Tregeagle is doomed to sweep the sand around the towering granite cliffs of Tolpedden Penwith, and as soon as he does so, the tides wash it all back again. So, Tregeagle is out there now, somewhere between the Tamer and Land's End, bending to one of his 12 impossible tasks. But on wild nights when the storms rage in from the Atlantic and Tregeagle can take no more, he pauses in his toil and the demons are after him. On such fierce and windy nights, all wise folk draw the curtains and keep close to the fire, for no one would wish to see the demon hunt charging across the sky, or hear the dreadful cries of the luckless Tregeagle roaring before the storm.